We even need smokes. No, you don't, because everyone will be blind. I'm Sky. Have fun seeing. You laugh like some sort of seductress witch. Like, what are you so suave for? Pineapple nudist. What the fuck is Spike Rush these days? I think this is E-sex. I think you lied to me.
This is not E6.
Why am I naked then?
What do you enjoy most about creating content?
It's creating content I want to watch. I like making people laugh and smile. I used to do stand-up comedy, and when COVID hit, this is like my outlet now for making people like laugh and enjoy themselves. That's why I've been canceled so many times, because I'm just like a flaming racist.
You know, that was one of my questions. Why you been canceled?
Why I've been canceled for 3 different things, 3 different incidences. At the end of the day, if someone really disliked you, they would express that opinion, but they just wouldn't support you. If people are constantly on your dick about shit, they have more investment into it than they should. What do people gain from canceling people? Everyone who came and canceled me had something to gain from it, to be honest. Sure, like word choices are different, but like if anything's really wrong, like I'm sure the legal system takes it up, you know? So if you decide to take a clip out of context and make your entire opinion about someone based upon what you saw in that small clip, then that's on you. But like that doesn't depict any of the situation. No one cares about the defense or what I wanted to say afterwards about it. They just cared about what I said in the clip. When I was like saying sorry, everyone just said no. And eventually death threats and validation of my own personal experience took over. Logic. Things I experienced don't get to come into play when talking about stuff. For example, I was sexually assaulted, which is part of this cancellation stuff, because I said the word rape. I didn't wish it upon anybody. I think the action itself is like terrible, right? No one should ever have to endure such a situation. Someone just took that and just put it on Twitter and it blew up. So I was like, okay, now that I know it's this serious on the internet, like I'll avoid it. Like, you're a grown-ass man, don't know this word serious. And I was like, well, I've been sexually assaulted. And it doesn't really, I've grown past it. I've went through the proper channels to deal with it. Now I moved on. So no, people give words power, basically. In fact, I joke about shit like this all the time because that's how I cope with stuff. So no, the word doesn't have that much power to me. And then everyone's like, well, if you actually got sexually assaulted, you wouldn't say the word. And I was like, well, cancellations just drive hatred. It's like a condoned avenue for hatred. There's just no need for it. Just fucking don't support them and leave them alone. My views spiked when I got canceled for the first bit. Anyways, everyone came by my streams, my TikToks, and realized like what I was saying was just like normal shit. And like, this guy isn't that interesting. And they kind of just left. But like the mark still remains. I learned my mouse was set up wrong today. Well, we don't have the dongle out. Our dongle's plugged into our PC Direct.
What's a dongle?
Not the little USB thing.
Do you do streaming full time or it's part time?
It's 100% part-time. I probably put in the full-time hours for it, but it's definitely part-time for me. I'm a full-time engineer and construction manager. That's why I dedicate like 8 to 10 hours of my day.
Would you like to do it full time?
I can make as much money as I do now. I would 100% do it, but I make too good of money to sacrifice to just stream. It's just not worth it to me. What do I do in my free time when I'm not streaming? I only do 2 real other things. I've been single now for 2 years, so I don't have anyone to love or take care of me. So I just gym or I hang with my friends, which is most of the time just like a social setting over dinner or drinks. I don't actually have a lot of free time these days. Trying to acquire a girlfriend right now, and if I acquire said girlfriend, then that'll be my free time. Well, actually, I'll dedicate probably more than just free time to her.
What's the one content creator that you want to work with?
We talking Twitch or OnlyFans?
It doesn't matter.
This is a tough question, actually. It would be Nate Shot, and it's really just because of how much of a role model he is in the industry. Still, he started as a player. He's become an org owner, one of the most successful org owners, by the way, and then just is back to being a content creator again, starting all these brands. He's an entrepreneur. He does things for women in gaming. He leads things for competitive outside of everything. He just 100 Thieves is a very competitive org. They're very smart org. They're good at marketing. They're good at media. I think he has a lot of knowledge to share, and I want to like just tap in on that. And plus, his vibes are immaculate.
How'd you come up with your name?
It's actually OG from RuneScape because it meant learn to, and then it became a joke to be like, if someone's so good, just like learn to be that person. You know what I mean? And because L2 and RuneScape was something to do with the controller gang, I kind of kept it. So I played on controller, and it was like your whole ADS spam shit. So it's kind of just evolved over time, and then I just brought it to Valorant with me. It means nothing now. Just learn to Isaac. I'm like the best, like that's the ego speaking. Why do you create content now?
Hey, this is for you, not me, mister.
Dude, don't talk to me like that. Fuck. Dude, Mister is like, stop it. And Mr. and Sir are like my weak points. I'm doing an interview though, like please.
What's the craziest thing that's happened to you that like
Online.
nobody would believe?
Everyone at most should have like one really fucked story about like a relationship, you know what I mean? I've had 3 back to back to back that when I tell people, they genuinely just don't believe. The first one is my girlfriend of 5 years. One day just called me on stream while I was live and told me we were breaking up on Valentine's Day 2 years ago. The second girl after that was a Twitch streamer I was dating actually. She broke up with me because I wouldn't let her cheat on me. And the third girl, which was just like October-ish, I'm just seeing this girl casually. We don't even live in the same town, so whenever I go back to my hometown, we'll go on a couple dates, whatever. So only been on like 5 or 6 dates at this point. Oh, keep in mind, we've like slept together. Like we've been like, we've been on 5 dates now. We slept together like a couple times. She invited another guy to come out with us, but she's also seeing that guy, and they started hooking up in front of me. I guess the unspoken rule was do not do it in front of me. Just like, you know, like you could see other people, we're not exclusive, just have some fucking respect. When I left, she actually got mad that I was leaving, wondering why.
And you on a date again?
So badly. Yeah, but I've already had my like my whore phase. Like I've already been through it, you know?
Okay. So now you're looking for a wife.
I've recovered. I'm like, I know I can smash. I know I got that. We're good. We're good there. I want to do it in a like, respectful way, you know? I want to love somebody. That's the next step in the journey here. Content creator done. Successful engineer done. Wife.
All right.
What's some juicier answers for you? I feel like I need some juicier answers. It's been boring so far.
You're not boring. You're actually very interesting.
Ew, she's hitting on me. Gross.
Stop. I'm not hitting on you. Shut
Keep
up.
it professional.
I'm not hitting on you.
That's a cap. I'm afraid because your voice kind of gets to me. Like, not even in a good way, like in a way that I'm terrified, but somehow get horny. Does that make sense? Like I should be scared of you.
Yeah.
When you breathe, you're like why are you in my ear like that? We're just in a spike rush. And the thing I wanted to post but haven't. Oh, tons of clips. Tons of clips. I have so many clips like that I just don't post because I know a certain audience will find them funny and a certain audience won't. And while even like the topics aren't even like that, like you would hear them at a comedy show, people are just too sensitive online. And I think it's actually the Valorant community. If I was playing another game, I could probably post some things.
What's your biggest fear?
Like the one I told my therapist about, or like just like everyday fears. I really hate spiders. No, I think one of my greatest fears of all time is not being enough, but I'm seeing someone about that. It's not like enough to be loved or like enough or whatever. It's just like I don't feel like I'm ever sufficient. Like I'm always trying to do more, or trying to better myself, when like why do I always put this pressure on myself? That's my greatest fear, is never being enough. And I'm not sure if it's for somebody or for myself, which is why I'm going to therapy. But otherwise it's spiders and dark water.
What's your favorite hentai?
I don't watch hentai, you freak.
What's your
But if I
favorite
did,
porn
it would
genre?
But if I did watch hentai, it'd be the Dommy Mommy of the creator server just learned what cuck means.
Wait, what? Yeah.
You give like you would know cuck from like Wattpad at 14.
Okay. I thought it just meant like getting fucked.
So you're like a fake Dommy Mommy? You just like don't know. Like you're
I
actually
never
just, like,
said that I was a dommy mommy though.
No, but you try to put this persona on. You're just like this absolute dominatrix. But dude, you were so intimidating before I learned you're a pussy. That's crazy.
I'm the nicest person you'll ever meet.
That's not what that guy that you were queuing with said about your whole. You do something with your eyes or something. But so I guess you got like some. You're like some Dommy, but like you seem like a sub. There's no way you just like talk like that at Starbucks. You're just like, oh, a cinnamon dolce latte. There's no way you do that.